Okay, so one of the main purposes of coming back down to our Alabama homestead at this time, we had intended to wait until September, October to come back, but we didn't have any security set up on the home. And being away from it so long, Mark and I started to be a little bit concerned about security. So that was the main purpose of coming down this time, although we've had a lot of other work. I mean, I have to get the lawn cut, and we trimmed, Mark got up on the roof and trimmed trees, and, you know, we're still doing a lot of cleanup from the storms. But as I said, the main purpose was to set up a security system. So Mark did some research for security products from Canada and found out that some products that were available there are banned in the U.S., so he decided to wait till we got here, but he did find a product that he could buy in the U.S., and we had in mind what we wanted to get. Now, this is not, we paid for this. The company did not provide any of this product for us to showcase. So if it works, it works. We'll let you know how it works out. What we did buy was, what is it, Mark, a PoE?
NVR.
NVR, and that stands for?
Network Video Recorder.
So it's a network video recorder. Anyway, Mark did test to see if the camera worked with the unit. What he's going to do, he's going to have to wire the house. And there are 4 cameras, and he has to decide where to put them in order to achieve a good visual from all sides. Okay, well now I'm standing in front of what used to be likely a chicken coop, and next to what I think is a pear tree. This is the mystery tree that you've all given me ideas of what it could be, whether it's persimmon, pear, apple, jujube. I think those were the main ones that came out, and believe it or not, my Google phone app pretty much said the same thing. The phone also suggested it was a Bradford pear tree, but I do have a number of those on the property, and it's not. The Bradford pear look like this. That's the fruit of the Bradford pear. And this is the fruit of this tree. So although the leaves are extremely similar, and because of that, I would believe that it is a pear tree. Whether wild pear or what kind, I guess, will be determined down the road when it matures, but it would be awesome if it was a pear that I could can, because I love canned pears. But we'll see whether it's a wild pear or some other kind. But for now, I'm just hoping it is a pear tree, because they take years and years to develop, and I think that once you have them, they last for years as well. So if it is a pear, I would have pear, I would have figs. And that's all the fruit that I've found here so far. So I suspect that's all there is. That's all that there is close to the house. Everything else is forest type property. So a lot of oak trees, a lot of hickory trees of different sorts. The hickory tree that I have at the front is putting out seeds or hickory nuts. Some of them are falling on the ground. I guess those are the ones that don't succeed. The nature gets rid of them pretty quickly. But yeah, I'm still learning about the property and still enjoying it. Now, I have been helping Mark a little bit where he needs me to, but try to stay out of his way where I don't. He has gotten to the point where he has, number one, he cannot stand having cables stapled either on an interior wall or an exterior wall. So he has removed any cable. I mean, he put up lights along the back, and they're in conduit, so well protected. Took out anything that electrically was up that was unsafe outside. I mean, he found things that were wrapped up in electrical tape. And he removed anything like that that was unsafe. So yes, he took down any dead cable that was no longer in use for anything and removed it, whether it was telephone cable or old security cable systems. I mean, there was a fair bit of ugly stuff out there. And it looks much neater and much tidier. Now, he has been spending the last few days trying to figure out where to mount the cameras for one, how to mount them for two, and stringing putting string through the walls and the attic. So he's gone through the hatch in the attic, and he has put a string into the front just above the door. That's for the access for the cameras at the front of the house, and he has strung a string to the back of the house where the back door is, and another one to where the access point is going to be for the video recorder. So all of the front and back cameras will get attached to that one. So 3 strings. The strings are in. That was the hard part, I guess, because it's going through the attic can be pretty ugly, pretty hot, pretty dirty, but that's been done. So what happens now that the string is in, he uses that to pull cable into the points where he needs. So at the front he will have 2 cables, at the back he'll have 2 cables, and then he'll have all 4 of them go to the video recorder, and then you have to mount the cameras. So it's going to be a little bit of a few days work yet, but that's his main focus. And me, I'm still trying to clean up the yard a little bit after the storm. I mean, yard work is never ending, and I don't mind that at all. And I'm still learning about the property, and I love to learn about the property. I would go deeper into the woods, but I don't know how. At this point, I'm not going to do it. The property is 5 acres, and it's mostly forest, mostly wooded, which means I could find some interesting things back there. But because I'm at least 10 acres on the one side and maybe 40 acres on the other side with pretty much nothing there, who knows what wildlife you're going to find there. And yeah, mostly I'm getting mosquitoes. They love me. Okay, I'm also standing in front of what was once a chicken coop with 2. The enclosure is fairly large, and there's 2 buildings in each one. This was definitely once a chicken coop because it's got chicken wire all around it, and last used for bedding for a dog, I think. But the run is pretty large, and I've been in it just a little bit, but whether to tear it all out, whatever we do, it's not going to be immediately anyway. But this is pretty much beside the garage and behind the well house. So it's all pretty close. And then beyond that is pretty much the woods. I mean, just a little bit beyond that is where the 3rd fig tree is. And a little bit of an opening there, but beyond that is all just woods. And I'm trying to figure out where I can put my garden. And it will likely have to be raised beds. And I have enough branches and twigs that I can collect on this property, as well as leaves to use as mulch, or to use in the bottom of a raised bed. I mean, first you put your sticks and twigs and all of that down, and then we can certainly get a lot of leaves and soil on top, and then of course leaves on the very top for mulch as well. So I'll be looking at doing that, and it won't happen for a while. But I'm taking the time to learn what the best placement for everything is, and I think that my garden will be near the bay tree right now. That may change. There are a few spots, but I have some irises that have not come up yet, and I just found the beginnings of a row of daylilies. So there's 2 or 3 flowers out, and I didn't realize that those were daylilies until now. So yes, still learning about the property, still. and that is always wonderful. Anyway, that's it for now. Off to help see if Mark needs my help, and if not, I'll find something. There's always something to keep me occupied here as well. Talk to you soon. Have a great day.